Hello everyone. Hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's had a nice weekend. It is Sunday the 6th at time of recording this. Just doing a voiceover. There's going to be two different jobs in this video. So the first one, I'm back at that farm. It's been quite productive there. I've had lots of work. So in this part of the video, I am using a westermann to basically mechanically wire brush all, I think it was 640 meters squared of really mossy tarmac. The job's kind of unfinished, so I will be going back to do a little bit more there, but I'm leaving it a few weeks to let a chemical treatment do its work, so you guys will see the end to that video very soon. And then after we've finished that, I am in Gloucestershire doing a roof and a really nice driveway with my brother on the first day, and then my dad was helping me out on the second day. So yeah, we've got everyone on site on these jobs. We're all having a good time, sort of last rush really before the Christmas break. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching, and yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Get you out of the noise for a second, sorry. So what we do, we're not pressure washing this. Oh, it's windy here as well. God, I can't catch a break. So we're not going to be pressure washing this unless we have to. It's quite fragile. So I've got the westermann out. So you guys, it's been a while since I've used it, so I'm going to be a bit rusty and stuff today. But yeah, I'm hoping the westermann, you guys will see. If you don't know what it is, you'll see in a minute. Should make light work of this, but we'll see. But if you check it out, this stuff is covered. As you can see over here, look. All of these areas now, this has all been pre-treated. So you'll see like a lot of it's starting to go orange. It's been pre-treated with the biocide, basically killed off. Specifically said don't do this part because I just wanted to see the contrast and how quick the biocide works, and then check how thick this stuff is. So yeah, it's gonna look great once done. You can peel it up like a carpet. So I don't know what the video of this title is, but I don't know what the title of this video is, but if it's something like carpet of moss, you know we don't lie about the channels on here. You know we don't lie about the video titles on this channel, guys. So as you can see, it's taken up like quite a lot of it, to be honest with you, but I knew my error before I even started this job. When I offered to do it, I knew this is a bit of a rough time of year really to be using this machine. Ideally you want the moss dead and really dry, obviously in weather like we've had recently, especially over in England. This time of year it's never really going to be dry, so that stuff, even though it's dead, there'll be a layer of dampness just sitting in it, so it makes the westermann's job a lot harder. And there was quite a weird gradient in sort of certain areas of the drive, so ideally you also need a really flat surface. But I'm still getting used to this machine. It is a bit of a learning curve, but it's definitely a summer machine in my opinion. So what we've decided to do, we're basically we've done a really nice clean of all of it. There's still some little bits left over here and there, so we've post-treated it as well, and then in sort of a couple of weeks time I'm going to go back and I'm going to gently pressure wash all of it. But yeah, you'll see that sort of when I do it. So yeah, just thought I'd explain in case anyone's wondering why it's not getting every little bit off. It's just quite difficult to use, guys. It's a little bit of a tricky machine. Okay then folks, we're nearly sort of done the front of the property now. It's only taken a couple of hours actually, which isn't too bad. So yeah, obviously we've done all of this, come all the way down. Then Kev's just digging out the holes, because obviously there's a lot of holes in the surface which the wire brush just can't get to. For a large flat area, it's absolutely brilliant, but as soon as you get on like a little bit of an incline, you have to keep adjusting the height constantly to try and make sure either it doesn't stop when you're trying to push it, or it's obviously not taken up enough because the brush isn't hitting the ground properly. So here was a good example. It's a relatively flat surface, but it starts to slope. So it slopes down towards the step, and obviously it slopes down off the sides here. So around this area, it's got it pretty good. So as you saw, this was a complete carpet on here. And look, there's barely anything in there, you know what I mean? There's little bits in the very deep crevices, but that's why you treat the surface afterwards. You wouldn't just use the Westermann and then leave the job. Like, you have to put some sort of like weed killer down, a biocide, anything like that, that's gonna basically destroy any tiny little bits, you know, that are left over. And then like this, for example, again, it slopes down here, so it doesn't take up enough. Could have pressure washed this. I realised it's not as fragile as I thought it was, but it probably would look a mess afterwards. You'd get loads of lines from the flat surface cleaner and stuff. It's just not very good on this surface to pressure wash them really, unless you get small areas. I would, because you can do a much more detailed clean on a small area. But when you're dealing with something the size of this, you sort of get lost as you're cleaning, because dirty water's running down, you're missing parts, and then you look at it after, you don't know until it's dry how it's going to look as well. Whereas this, we can kind of see how it's going to look. It's going to look pretty decent. So here's that concrete pad as well, guys, from the last video. So look how good that looks. That's pretty good. It looks good, that, doesn't it? Really proper good. Brightened up, hasn't it? Couldn't really see it properly, could we, when we left? Right, good morning everyone. It is a nice and sunny Friday morning. It's about 20 past 9, and today we've got another roof to do. So I'm all the way in Gloucestershire today in a nice little place called Staunton. So I'm cleaning this lovely bungalow roof. There's no chemical treatment on this one. He's a bit worried about any chemical runoff going into the pond at the back, because some of the gutters are connected to it. So yeah, we'll disconnect them anyway, obviously, so no mud goes in the pond. But yeah, for sort of after, when it rains, when the chemicals burn and stuff. Anyway, whatever. I'll show you the rest of the roof when we get round there. Today I am working with my brother Sledge from Involvo. To some of you guys that watch his YouTube channel, there'll be his YouTube channel name on screen now. Remember this? What a lovely car that is. Nice classic Volvo. So yeah, he's just helping me out. He's just moved back to the country, so he doesn't live too far from here. There he is. Head nod, no hello to the YouTube followers. How rude is that? He's sacked. He's absolutely sacked. Yeah, we'll waste no time because I've actually got quite a lot to do. I've got to do the drive as well today. If not, I'm staying over, so I'll do it tomorrow if I have to. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. This will be a nice transformation. There's loads of moss on the other side. This side isn't too bad, there's quite a bit on it. But yeah, these will just come up nuts. So I'm not sure what colour it will be. It'll either be grey or beige. We'll see. I think it'll be beige, I can tell. There's a bit of moss that's dropped away there. Let's go. Right then folks, the first side is done. Well, kind of. We have to go around, there's a flat roof around the back which we can get to the other side of this thing. So that's the first section done. We've got the long section on the side next, which is the worst part of the roof. Gets no sunlight around there, but yeah, it's come up quite nice. There's a few multicoloured tiles that are on the roof. There's some weird black streaks on some of them which are odd, so like, especially some of these. Looks like a newer part of the roof, or they've had this part replaced. And there's these funny little black lines. It may be the remnants of the old coating of the tiles. So a few different colours on here, but overall I think that's a really nice difference so far. How you finding it, Sledge, being down there?
Well, as usual, I've got the most important job.
Yep, it really is. Yeah, so Sledge has been clearing all the guttering out. It needs to do this bit when I move. Again, we're just making sure that everything's flowing correctly. So we're taking the chunks out, just letting the dirty water flow down. The reason we didn't remove that downpipe is because this just flows into the soakaway down here. So it's really easy for us, any sort of big chunks that come down, we can just remove it from the soakaway. So that's the reason. Usually I'd take that downpipe off and have like a bucket or something underneath, but there's no need because we can just catch it there. Tap is right there as well. The van is right there. This job could not be any better. Yeah, got a boner.